An AI took her job. Then it gave her a $24,000 raise. Okay, let's just jump right in, because what you just heard, that's not some clickbait headline. It's a repeatable strategy. It is literally a playbook for turning what feels like the biggest career threat of our lifetime into a massive, massive financial win. And by the time we're done here, you're going to know exactly how it works. So let's talk about the scale of this thing. In just the last year and a half, over 300 million jobs around the world have been directly exposed to AI automation. Now, for most people, a number like that, it's terrifying. It causes panic. But for a very small, very strategic group of people, it created wealth. And the difference wasn't some fancy degree or who they knew. It all came down to one single decision made at just the right time. And that's the decision we're going to break down today.
Here's the game plan. We're going to unpack the core opportunity, that $24,000 raise. We'll walk through a real-world 60-day playbook. Then we'll get into the critical mindset shift you absolutely have to make. I'll give you a practical learning toolkit, show you the actual salary bumps people are getting, and we'll wrap up with a concrete action plan you can start, well, today.
So here's the secret that gets totally lost in all the scary headlines about job losses. Yeah, AI is automating tasks. It's even automating entire roles. But here's the thing. Every single time a company automates a job, it creates a new, more valuable job right above it. Think about it. Someone has to direct the AI. Someone has to check its work and apply actual human judgment. That person didn't even exist a few years ago. And today, they're the ones getting the promotion.
Let's make this real. Let's talk about Sarah. She's a mid-level financial analyst. Her main gig? Compiling reports. Well, her company brought in a new AI tool that could do her entire job for just $400 a month. And they gave her 60 days notice. Now, what she did in those 60 days, that is the exact strategy we're here to unpack. Now, think about it. The average person in this spot, they panic. They immediately start polishing their resume to find the exact same job just at a different company. Sarah, she did the complete opposite. She ran directly at the thing that was supposed to replace her. What's so brilliant about this timeline is how proactive it is. Look, in the first 2 weeks, she didn't fight the new software. She made herself the #1 expert on it in the entire company. Then she spent the next couple of weeks building a very specific skill stack right on top of that knowledge. And by day 45, she walked back into her manager's office, not begging for her old job, but to propose a brand new one she invented. So the key is what she decided to learn. It wasn't random. First, prompt engineering. Basically, how to ask the AI the right questions to get answers you can actually show to the board. Second, output auditing. This one is huge. It's learning how to spot the small but critical mistakes and, the weird hallucinations that AI always makes. And third, workflow design. Figuring out how to use the AI to do in 2 hours what used to take her whole team a week. And get this, total time to learn all of this? 22 hours. Total cost? 0. She just used free online tutorials and the tool's own documentation. And what Sarah did, it really shines a light on the single most important decision you can make right now. This is the mindset shift, the fork in the road that separates the people who get replaced from the ones who get that promotion. It all comes down to this. Do you see AI as your competitor or as your new tireless direct report? The biggest mistake I see people making is trying to compete with AI on its own turf. They try to be a faster writer, a more efficient analyst, a quicker researcher. It's a losing game. You will lose, period. The winning strategy is to move up a level of abstraction and become the AI's manager. You don't do the grunt work, you direct the tool that does it. You don't write the first draft, you audit the final output. You become that essential layer of human judgment on top of the artificial one.
Okay, so how do you actually do that? It sounds really technical, right? But it's not. It's just a process. I'm about to give you a dead simple 7-day plan to learn any new AI tool, even if you have zero technical background, starting from absolute scratch. This plan is designed to build on itself. So days 1 and 2, just do the official tutorials. Yeah, it's kind of boring, but you got to do it. Day 3, find the one killer feature. The 20% of the tool that does 80% of the heavy lifting. Now, day 4 is the secret sauce. You need to actively hunt for what the AI is bad at. Go to Google, search for the AI tool's name plus limitations or common errors. Go on Reddit, find what actual users are complaining about. That gap, the space between what the tool promises and what it actually delivers, that's where your value is. Days 5 and 6, build a tiny project. And on day 7, you document everything on a single page and share it. Boom, you've just made yourself the go-to expert.
All right, so that's the mindset and the method. But let's talk about the numbers. Let's talk money. Because Sarah's story, it's not a fluke. We are seeing this exact pattern play out in every single industry. And the financial upside is what makes this so incredibly urgent.
Just take a look at this. A financial analyst, a solid $75,000 job, gets automated. The brand new role managing that AI system, it pays just shy of $100,000. That's a $24,000 raise right there. It is a direct premium you get paid for shifting from doing the work to directing the technology. And we see it again in marketing. A coordinator at $55K can pivot to an AI content strategist role for $80,000. Or an admin assistant at $48K can become an AI workflow specialist earning $68,000. In every single case, managing the tech pays a lot more than doing the manual task it replaces.
And listen, this isn't just a handful of niche jobs we're talking about. The World Economic Forum is projecting that while AI is going to displace about 85 million jobs globally, it's also going to create 97 million new ones by 2027. So do the math. That's a net gain of 12 million jobs. This is one of the biggest job creation events in modern history, hiding in plain sight.
But, and this is a big but, those 12 million jobs aren't going to be handed out evenly. In every major tech shift, whether it was the internet or mobile phones, the people who acted before it became obvious were the ones who captured a massive, disproportionate share of the wealth. We are in that early mover window for AI right now. It's still open, but believe me, it is closing much faster than people realize. Okay, so the opportunity is very real, and the time to act is right now. Let's make this super practical. This is how you put all the pieces together. Here is a 60-day action plan that you can literally start the second this is over. For the first 2 weeks, your only mission is this: identify the single AI tool that is most likely to disrupt your specific job. And don't be afraid of it. Use that 7-day plan we just went over and commit to learning it better than anyone else on your team. Now, weeks 3 and 4, this is where you become a strategist. You're not just a user anymore, you're an auditor. You are actively hunting for its weaknesses. Where does it mess up? What kind of complex tasks need a human to verify the output? The space you find, that gap between what the AI can do on its own and what the business actually needs, that is your new job description. You are literally writing your own promotion. And finally, in the second month, you build something. You create a small project that proves your value. Show, don't just tell, how you managing the AI can save time, cut down on errors, or even create new revenue. And then you proactively propose this new role to your boss. You have to become the solution before they even realize they have a problem. Look, at the end of the day, it all comes down to this. This isn't some trend that's coming in the future. It's the new reality of work. The wave is here. So you have a choice to make. Are you going to learn how to ride it, or are you going to get swept away by it? So here's your action item. Not for this week, but for today. Right now. Open up any free AI tool and spend just 20 minutes learning one specific useful thing it can do for your industry that you're pretty sure most of your colleagues don't know about yet. That's it. Just 20 minutes. And when you find that one thing, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Tell your team, tell your network, and definitely comment what you found below. We're always looking for the most interesting new ways people are using this stuff. Let's get started.